Hey YouTube, Rando here. So some of you may remember we started doing a video, or we did a video on a flare gun we picked up some time back, 26.5 millimeter Czech flare gun, and we were going to build a kit around that flare gun for the boat. My brother has a boat, go out on it, wanted a good flare gun kit with it, and what I was going to do really would have been take a 5-gallon bucket and stick this down in there, and then maybe wrap it with some, lightweight stuff, maybe a little raft or something like that, something along those lines, and then take the 5-gallon bucket and stick it down in a life preserver, like wrapped around it, you know what I mean, and tie it together, so if the boat went down or something like that, you still have that floating 5-gallon bucket with your flare gun and everything, and it would have been, that was the idea I was going for anyway. But this kit's not complete, but we're going to go ahead and show it because I think I'm going to tear it down, and I'm just going to go with a 12 gauge flare gun. It just makes more sense, it's easier to find ammo for, and that's what's missing in this was the 26.5 millimeter flare gun ammo. And what I was going to do was I have this part full, I kept this top empty from about here down, and I was going to line it with the round, 26.5 millimeter flares. Having to do this on its side. As you can see there, I would have had plenty of room in here for the flares, and that's where the flares were going to go, but them things are expensive, and you can get 12 gauge flares from like Walmart or most sporting goods stores anyway. So show you what we did. Put this off to the side for a second. I did put the 12 gauge flare gun that was in this kit originally back down in here, and there are some flares down in here as well, but the flares are old, they need to be replaced. So I'm just going to go buy a new 12 gauge flare gun because this one doesn't even lock or anything. You have to kind of hold it together, I'm afraid. Like, I wouldn't want to shoot it. There's no lock to lock down the barrel or anything, so I'm going to go buy a decent one. Let's see what else. Oh, there's some 12 gauge flares. This is the Czech flare gun. It's just tore down. If I can remember how to open it. Oh, there we go. I got it wrapped tight and I've got it oiled really well. I need to take it out of here anyway and make sure it's still oiled well, because these things will rust like crazy if you don't, the old ones. It's not looking bad. There you go. And then also down in here, I took the flare adapters, and that's really what I liked most about the big flare gun. This is a 45 long Colt 410 shotgun barrel that fits down in here, and then this one is a 22 caliber. And you can see I keep the letters from the ATF, BATF letters in here, wrapped around them for each one to state, what they are. Because it's not even considered a firearm until it's installed inside of the flare gun. And even then, it's only considered, I forget what class it is. It's the same class as like muzzle loaders and whatnot. So then I got 77 rounds of some 22, just what I could fit down in there. And then I have, 10 rounds of 410 PDX-1. Some like self-defense rounds. If nothing else, you could use them to, as a sound, sound signal, whatever you can signal with sound. If the flares got wet or something, you still have the ammo or whatever. For whatever the case may be. It was meant to be kind of a flare gun survival kit. It wasn't going to be, exclusively for a boat or anything. It was just going to go on the boat whenever he took it out, But I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to sell the Czech flare gun and the barrels and everything. I'm thinking I'm going to put them on Texas Gun Trader and see what I can get for them, because we're just going to redo the kit, and I'm just going to go ahead and go with 12 gauge flares. You can buy the whole kits now for like $25, whereas if I wanted to order just one box of 26.5 millimeter flares, you have to pay, I think it's like $65 just to have them shipped. So you got to have some kind of special, sticker on it. It's just like ammo, but it's even worse than ammo. It's like them shipping Tannerite or something. They charge a whole lot more because it's an explosive, I guess. Anyways, it's $65 just to ship one box, and then they want like $45 for a box of 26.5 millimeter flares for a case of 12. So they're pricey. I think you'd be better off finding somebody who could buy bulk with you, and you guys go in. Then you're only paying $65 to ship 10 boxes of ammo, so maybe you can get it cheap that way. But as far as just buying a few boxes, it was going to cost way too much. I don't know. We'll do an update whenever we get the new flare gun. Show you what we're going to do with it. It probably won't be in here. It'll be in whatever case it comes in, but we'll do an unboxing or whatever. Then build a kit around it. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.